All right, good afternoon, everybody. This is the Realest Sports Show, episode 5, coming at y'all live right now tonight. I'm your host tonight, Mark, the veteran. My other hosts will be here probably soon. They're running a little bit, behind a little bit, though, but that'll be okay, though, for tonight. I'll be holding down the fort for y'all tonight and going over some topics with you all tonight. As we start this show for episode 5, this is a great show. I have a great show in 10 for y'all tonight. We're gonna get right into it with episode 5 right now, going over the NBA stupidness of the NBA free agency going on right now. The Wizards letting go of Bogdanovich, and him signing for a 2-year deal worth $21 million with the Pacers. How I feel about that one is somebody got gamed again in this situation here. And it's funny because of the fact of the matter is that, the Wizards letting it go one of their top 3-pointers, top 3-point shooters, I should say. And, him signing with the Pacers, that gives the Pacers an up and up on, after losing Paul George. After losing Paul George, they got Bogdanovich, which he's a pretty healthy guy. He's he's your go-to man when you need him a 3-point shot. So that solved their deal. But what solves the Wizards' problems is the question. What can solve the Wizards' problem is the Wizards' front court and their back court ready to go for next season? There's a lot of other things going on here. With Otto Porter last night, this is the Wizards' last night to offer him, or match what the Nets are offering him, which is a 4-year deal worth $106 million. Can the Wizards match it by tonight, or will Otto Porter just up and leave? I know I made a last broadcasting show about Otto Porter signing with the Brooklyn Nets, and the Wizards have now till tonight to sign back with the organization. Otto Porter has tonight to sign back with the organization tonight. If that does not happen tonight, then I guess the 4 years or the $106 million contract is voided. It's not voided, but it will take its place. There's a lot of things going on. James Harden today just got a 4-year extension worth $228 million. Fans, I don't know about that one. That's great on their part. That was excellent. Well worth the money to be paid for him to, be on that team. He did a lot of great, amazing things last season. Being one of the league's high point shooters. Points per game shooters. He was assist record was pretty decent last season. Matter of fact, I'll give credit where credit is due. He was in the range of MVP last year, and he ran in second place for MVP. Everybody was talking about last night that night we might see co-MVPs. We might see just one MVP. And as we all saw, and as we all said on the last episode, MVP went to Russell Westbrook. And with his not only 20, not even 30, but 40-plus triple-doubles in an entire season, ranking one of the best players in the NBA last season. One of the best. I'll give you another one. Nick Young, $5.2 million deal, 1-year deal with the Warriors. The Warriors are looking pretty decent this for next season. A lot to say about that one. Nick Young, with him signing to the Warriors, can he get a ring? Will he get a ring next year? Can he do it? Can he help the bench, coming off the bench, coming out there and playing hard, and with Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, Draymond Green, the Splash Brothers, I should say, all of them, can they get it done? Can they get it done again like they did this season? Or will the Cavaliers, or will another team out the East Coast surprises this season and step up to the plate and be that dominating team that can knock off the Warriors bench and their front court. Can it happen? We'll never know until next season happens. But for right now, that's not even the biggest news that's going around right now. Gordon Hayward to the Boston Celtics, worth $128 million. He got a $128 million deal with Boston. Now, if that don't surprise you all enough, you got to think about who's on this team and what this team did last season, which almost shocked the world last season by them almost, they got to the Eastern Conference Finals, which that was okay. But, now with two shooters on the team, point guard shooters, I should say, 2 point guard shooters on the team, Isaiah Thomas and Gordon Hayward, will this team progress? Or will this team, do what they did last year and lose in the Eastern Conference Finals? Maybe against the Wizards, or maybe if the Wizards make it there. We'll never know until we find out the NBA season or the rest of this free agency, how it kick off in the rest of the season. I mean, for the rest of this, the coming months, we'll see how this free agency kicks off. Chris Bosh, oh man, he going down with a career-ending injury, illness. My hat is off to him, and I know my teammates and my other co-hosts, will tip their hats off to Chris Bosh. Amazing player, very amazing player. Did a lot of things for the NBA. He got championship rings. Maybe I think it was 2 or 3, one of them 2. I can't remember right now, but throughout his career, he has played he played in an excellent basketball teams that he's played for. He's played for Toronto and the Miami Heat alongside of LeBron James and Dwayne Wade when he went to Miami. That team was great. That team was the dominating force of the East Coast. Well, and sad to say that LeBron James had to leave, but we all know the story behind that. We all know what happened with that story, so we don't even need to go back behind it. But Chris Bosh's retirement will happen in Miami. He's retiring with the Miami Heat, not as a Raptor, but he's going to retire as a Miami Heat player. And they will have his jersey brought up in their Ring of Fame this coming season. Lonzo Ball and my Lakers. I had to say, my Lakers, yes, I love the Lakers and I love the Wizards at the same time. Many of you are wondering why in the hell do I like both teams? Well, I can tell you why. Think about the history with both teams. Think about the history that you've seen with the Lakers with their 30 for 30. If you didn't catch that episode, all 3 episodes of 30 for 30, check that out. But Lonzo Ball last night, with our first time seeing him live in action, went 2 for 15 last night. And by the way, he's playing right now. He went 2 for 15 last night against the Clippers last night. Now, we all know that Lonzo Ball's father, and we all know how much he was saying of it and how much he was talking about him so much, praising him so much, giving him all the big hype every time, or all around the world he's saying he's going to be better than this, he's going to be better than that. Yes, it was your first game, but this was your first game to prove. Even in the summer league, you have to prove that you are going to be a dominant force to be reckoned with in the game of basketball tonight. That was your game to prove it. Your passing, that's okay. You pass in the first half of the game, in the first quarter of the game, the first time you touch the ball, your pass, outstanding pass. Brandon Ingram with his dunk, that was great. Now Brandon Ingram is injured and will not play for the rest of the summer league. How will that help out Lonzo Ball? And will he step up tonight, or can he do it tonight and help the Lakers come to a win? My doubts, I have doubts in this team. But that is my favorite team, though. But all praises go to him. And let's see if he can do it. Tell your father, stop praising you too much. Stop doing what you're doing too much. Because we don't know if you're going to be able to succeed in the regular games or the 82-game stretch that you have coming up ahead of you. So, shout outs to y'all and the Lakers organization. Let's see if we can get praises back up there. Let's see if we get back into the playoffs this coming season. With that being said, I'll be moving on to my next topic at hand, which is this coming week, this next stretch week for the 14th through the 5th, through the 17th. The coming weeks are coming about this last week for Kirk Cousins. Yes, Kirk Cousins. This is about you again. Time to either sign the paperwork or don't sign the paperwork. The question is up to you, whether you want to sign or you don't want to sign. This is your choice. This is your actions. You sign up, we get you long term. You don't sign up, you get a free agent. You probably get a franchise tag for next year. Either way, I've heard comments coming from Kirk Cousins on a video over Facebook talking about how it's not about the money. It's not about that. Your family, didn't raise you to be all about the money, and it's really not about that. If it wasn't about the money, or if it wasn't about anything else, if you just love the game of football, why haven't you signed a contract yet? That has me wondering. Are you about the money? It has to be about something. If you would have signed the contract when they first offered it to you, which was a 5-year deal, that would have proved to us a long time ago that wasn't about the money. This Washington team needs a quarterback that's stable. We need to see a stable quarterback. We need something stable in Washington, D.C. The Redskins have, been tripling over quarterbacks, been dealing with quarterbacks, dealt with this quarterback. You done had 16 quarterback changes in the past 10 years. I'm just exaggerating, but I might be true. 16 quarterbacks in the past 10 years. That is tiring. That is frustrating to the fan base of the Washington Redskins. A lot of teams help build their quarterbacks up from day one. When they get a quarterback, they build him up from day one, and they keep him from day one. They don't let him go just so easily. You have potential with your star player of Jason Campbell, or forgive me for saying this person again, but Robert Griffin III. You have potential. Even though Robert killed it for himself. Yes, I said he killed it for himself by going outside and talking too much about himself. Going out there doing what you got to do by yourself. That's kind of crazy though. But all praises go to you, Robert. Hope you find a team. Congratulations on your new baby girl that you had coming about. This past week. Congratulations on the birth of her. We hope you find another team to go to. Hopefully it's a team that can build you up, and hopefully it's a team that can, at least let you play some games this season. But that's not about you right now. It's about Kirk Cousins right now. Captain Kirk for the Washington Redskins. Can he get the job done and go ahead and sign this deal and get the Redskins on a track to where we're going to keep a long-term quarterback? Or will you just fail at it and not let us get a long-term quarterback like we want for the remaining of the 7, or give us 5 years at least? Washington Redskins fan base have been wanting and been praising you to the past 2-3 years now. 2-3 years now. All we want is a stable quarterback. All we want is a quarterback that can go out there and get the job done. And obviously that is you that can get the job done. They have given you the receivers. They have given you the running back of their choice, of their future, which is Rob Kelly. Rob Kelly might have not got the job done last season with his run game, but it was pretty decent last season. Matt Jones is out the door. The deal is up to you. Can you give us the long-term deal that we've been waiting for out of a quarterback? Can you satisfy the Redskins fan base and give us that deal that you so honorarily deserve? You have the deal on the table. You have the paperwork on the table. Just go ahead and sign it. They're going to offer you another deal probably sometime this week. They're going to probably offer you another deal, or they're going to let this go out to the 17th. The deadline. The deadline is the 17th of July. July 17th is the deadline. Will you sign before the 17th, or will you sign on the 17th? Either way, the 17th is the deadline for you. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how it's going to happen, but that is the deadline for the Washington Redskins to either sign you back or let you just go on with the franchise tag and see what they can get next season out of you. The season is right around the corner for us. You know, with the start of the preseason, that's right around the corner. This is a pretty tough schedule that you got this season. Can you produce what you did last season with the, you know, I would say it was a fairly easy season for us to go by, but can you produce the same stats up against some of the different teams that you have to go up against this next season? This is not the same season as last year. This is going to be something difficult that you have to face. And with us all rooting behind you, we stand with you, Captain Kirk. My salute is for you. With other topics going on around the league today, I have to say that, you know, what's going on with these Nationals? These Nationals today losing 13-0. You lost 13-0 today. I just don't understand how you lose 13-0 with no scoring, none of this going on, and you guys lose. I just really want to know what happened, Nats. Come on. People, give me some interaction. What you think happened to the Nats today? Was the play off today, or was everybody not hitting today? There's no reason that the Nationals couldn't get a run on the board. You made this pitcher look great tonight. And this week coming up is All-Star Weekend for next weekend, I believe it is. Next weekend is All-Star Weekend for baseball. Also, I have to say, not even switching up from them, not even switching up for the Nationals, I had something to say about, you know, the WNBA game that went on last. I think it was either it was last night or the night before last. I believe it was one of the 2 nights. There was a finals WNBA finals rematch that went on between the Sparks, yes, and that game went well. I can tell you the score in a minute while I get that addressed. By the way, while I'm looking this up again, you all can leave comments, questions, concerns right underneath the page, right underneath this link right now as I'm live. Tell us how you feel. Tell us what you think. Leave a review on the page while we're going at it right now. I can pull that up for you guys right now. And against the Lynx, that game score was 88-77 last night. And that night, the Lynx was on fire. The Sparks could not handle it. And, you know, I believe that the WNBA is going to be on fire this season. I believe that we can get another Sparks championship this season. I have faith in the Mystics getting it done, but, you know, once again, I'm an LA fan. I root for LA. That's all I've known. LA Sparks. That's all I know. I am a Mystics fan too as well, because that is the hometown team. You know, by the way. But all in all, that's it. And we're gonna move on from there. Back to I also want to tell you guys about the Fantasy Football League sign up again. Fantasy Football is open now for sign up. If you all want to join the Fantasy Football League, it's under the Realest Sports Show. I'll put the link up there. Also, if you all can send us your email addresses will be great. We will all send you the link. Check your emails by the end of the night if I get your email address. We need everybody to sign up before August 21st. August 21st is the deadline for the Realest Sports Show's draft. That is the draft day for us for fantasy football. Your scores, your highlights, everything else will be put up on the board on our page for the Realest Sports Show. Fantasy Football League. I'm thinking about, as the CEO of this organization, I'm thinking about giving everybody, the person that wins, a free T-shirt from the Realest Sports Show with the logo on it and everything else, so you can support the show and say that you won the Fantasy Football League of our of this league. It is not too late to sign up. We are on NFL Network. That is where the Fantasy Football League will be at. But for right now, I'm going to take a 5-minute break, and I'll be right back with you all in a couple of seconds. Y'all can enjoy some free music right now as we go live. Oh shit. All right, sports fans. I am back live here on the Realest Sports Show here. I just want to say big shout outs to the Wizards. We just got an update on. I just got a massive update on the Wizards. The Wizards have just matched Otto Porter. Give me 1 second. I'll fill this information up for you guys in just 1 second. It just came in for Hotline News. Give me 1 second, everybody. I can give y'all the live sports update on that one. All right, it has not broken a lot of news yet, but the Wizards have matched Otto Porter. For how much, I would not know yet, and that is coming up live once we get updated on that information that's coming about. But for right now, we're going to get back into this thing for the show. I believe the last topics were, NBA free agency, and as plus, wrapping up with the Redskins, and we have talked about baseball tonight. A lot of things are going on right now as far as NFL, NBA free agency, and everything else. Also, here's a brand action news thing that's going on right now too as well. The fight situation is going on with Conor McGregor and also Floyd Money Mayweather. And we have a live guest that's calling in today. Our other host, Mr. Dr. Sports himself. Dr. Sports, how you feeling?
I'm cool. What's going on with y'all, man?
Dr. Sports, how do you feel about, this NBA free agency bull crap that's going on right now?
Let's just say, move over Steph Curry, this new sheriff in town. Your man, James Harden signed a 4-year, $228 billion contract.
Yes, we all know that. We just talked about that too as well. So give us your intake on that, Mr. Dr. Sports.
Even though he's one of the NBA's for 4 years, good God. So, I don't know. I mean, this free agency is crazy. All these different contracts and everything, this free agency is just crazy.
I agree with you on that one too as well. I really definitely agree. Did you just hear about the Wizards? Just give us an intake on the Wizards. Their match deal on their free agency. They matched the Brooklyn Nets. How do you feel about that one?
Well, I'm happy they matched it because at this point in time, there's really nothing really out there free agency wise to try to replace Otto Porter. So I'm glad that they matched it. So basically, the ball is in Otto Porter's court, so it's up to him on what he wants to do. But hopefully, he comes back home. I'd rather for him to be in DC than anywhere else.
I agree with you on that one too as well. I definitely agree. Do you think the Wizards have a chance if they matched it the correct way? Do you think they would sign?
Yeah, I believe they have a perfectly good chance of him signing back home. I'm not gonna say they don't. I say that they do. Depends on whatever else they decide they wanted to put in the contract, because incentives and all that other stuff is that's key in a contract. So it depends. depends on what, like I said, what they put in their contract offer that supposedly matches with the that. So we'll see how it plays out. We'll see what type of decision he's gonna make. But hopefully he make the right decision and come back home.
I would agree with that one too. Also, Dr. Sports, we're gonna try to get you a live feed off of the so we can get you to be a little bit louder on there. Give us all 1 second for us to get you on here live on the camera. For right now, we're just gonna try to call you on we're gonna try to get you on Facebook Live. Not Facebook Live, but on the Facebook calling system. All right. We're going to try to get Dr. Sports on here so we can get the rest of his feedback. If you all could bear with us for 1 second, we're going to try to call him up here and then get him on here so he can give us our actual feedback that we all deserve and we want to hear from him. If we all give us 1 second. As we call Dr. Sports right now, we're going to get him on here. Dr. Sports, are you there?
I'm right here.
All right, so now we have you loud and clearly. We can hear you loud and clearly now. So as you were saying, so you said Otto Porter has a chance of coming back. So you think he's going to really sign back with the Wizards?
I mean, yeah, after the last article that I read, he has a good chance of signing back home. So, like I said, it depends on, I know they sent the contract offer to match it, but it depends on also, like, what type of incentives they put in there and anything else, you know, as far as guarantees and everything. That also plays a part in that contract. So, hopefully they did enough with that contract so it can lower him to, you know, sign and be back home.
I have to agree with that, too. How do you feel about this Gordon Hayward deal? That Gordon Hayward signed with the Boston Celtics for Gordon Hayward signed with the Boston Celtics for $128 million. How do you feel about that one?
All I would say is Boston. I'm not gonna lie. Boston really did get a good player in Gordon Hayward. Like that's a good pickup. So with, you know, whoever else in Boston East, so Boston is doing their thing. Even though like they moved on from the Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett,
right?
Actually have a good team. So actually adding Gordon Hayward to it gives them another boost. So they're going to have a nice starting lineup when the season starts.
I would have to agree with that one too as well. Bogdanovich is now not a Wizard no more. He is now officially an Indiana Pacer. How do you feel about that one? Signed 2-year deal for $21 million with the Pacers. How do you feel about that one?
Before he signed, but you know the real reason why he signed? I don't know if you've seen it, but the real reason why he signed was, you know, the Wizards had rescinded their offer, which means they took it off the table. And
right.
That made him a free agent.
That is correct.
So the best team possible. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Hold on, Dr. Sports. We're getting a little interference from him.
I wish him all the luck, Kevin.
You wish him all the luck, but we couldn't hear you.
We really need shooters. I said, I wish him all the luck in Indiana. I do, but I wish he would have stayed here.
Do you believe that is a filling position for Paul George?
Yeah, but if you look at it, that's not really much of a big feeling for Paul George. Try to fill in for Paul George, that's a tall order, and he's not the one that's supposed to fill that order. I'm sorry, it's going to take more than just him to fill that order.
I would say, but Donovan holds a 3-point. He's a 3-point shooter as well as Paul George was. But also too is, you know, with him going over there, that can provide space and opportunity, though. But he cannot hit 3-pointers just like Paul George did, or hit the 2-point shot like Paul George did. Like you said, he does have a lot of big shoes to fill.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, good luck to him in Indiana. We'll see what happens. But main focus on the Wizards is we gotta do more. We gotta get a quarterback, and we gotta see what else we can do. Now, the way then it's not helping when you gotta keep taking and trading your draft picks for people that really don't, and that doesn't really matter. It's like that's the whole purpose of a draft. You're trying to build your franchise.
Right.
Make it in your picks. So I don't know. This is.
We're kind of losing Dr. Sports here a little bit, guys. Just bear with us for right now. So, with that being said, Chris Bosh's retirement, he's decided to retire with the Miami Heat. How do you feel about that one? He's with his career injury. Dr. Sports?
Tough does come first. Yes, sir.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, can we hear you?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
So the way it's tough to turn around and actually have a heck of a career. So he can actually take a positive from it and actually, he will be a Hall of Famer one day.
Right.
Don't know when, but he will be a Hall of Famer one day. But at the end of the day, your health does come first. So you got to take care of your health first.
I would have to agree with that one. I would definitely have to agree with that one. He has had a hell of a career. Now, with this week boiling down for next week on the 17th, that's coming very, very close for the NFL. And I touched bases on this topic a little bit, too, for Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins, this is his final week to sign his long-term deal. Do you think he will sign on the 17th or sometime this week?
To be honest with you, I sign because contract thing seems to be a stalemate. There's nothing going on. It's like contract from that post that we posted on our page.
Right.
Saying, that the Redskins offered him $60 on his end. They was talking about $95 million guaranteed.
Right.
My purpose is here just to get some money. Because at the end of the day, if you don't care, you know how you have some athletes that say, "Oh, it's not all about the money. I just want to go out there and play."
Right.
If that's what you supposedly supposed to be, an athlete, and you don't, you would have been signed a contract. I don't understand what's going on. At the end of the day, if that was me in that situation, I would be there. I would be there because that's my brothers, and I want to be there because that's my team. And it's like money doesn't matter to me. So at the end of the day, I could take a 5-year $100. Fine. Only $40 million. I don't care. At the end of the day, that's showing them that it's not all about money. You're
right.
more about the team than you are about yourself. Right now, the way this contract stuff is going on, it's more of you're about yourself. You're trying to make sure yourself is straight with this long-term deal, but at the same time, you cannot bankrupt your team because you want to be greedy.
Do you believe it's the agent or do you believe it's him? His video came out. There's a video that came out on him, on Kirk Cousins, that said that he came on live after he went to his little training camp that he had out there in Michigan. It says that in his video, he was like, "I'm not here about the money. I was raised better than that. My parents taught me that it's not just really about money. It's about playing the game of football, playing the game that I love to play a lot." Do you believe that is his agent? Because Kirk Cousins said that verbatim out of his mouth on live camera. What do you feel is going on here?
If football, to to be honest with you, I believe Kirk Cousins is a straight up football player. For a person to get drafted in the same draft as RG3 and literally had to sit there and wait his turn to become the starter and actually do that and prepare, I give him a heads up. He is a true football player. He's a true team player.
Right.
Now, at the end of the day, as far as this contract stuff is, now that you broke it down like that, if you really look at it, then it has to be his agent. Because if they offered him a contract before that, like, could have been 3 years, $19 million a year or something back then, before he got franchised the first time,
right,
they could have took that deal. Now, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the fall between, in the conversation. I don't know. But something down the line, something is going on to where they cannot get to a deal. And the reason why I think they can't get to a deal because there's not enough guaranteed money.
Okay.
So basically, it's like his agent basically want to make sure he has enough guaranteed money. So I guess he'd be able to do what it is he needs to do.
Do you think the agent is trying to get paid?
Of course, the agent gets a percentage anyway.
Right. So you think
what percentage?
I believe that it's the agent
that's Kirk Cousins is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know what percentage Kirk Cousins is paying his agent, but if his agent is really trying to fight this battle to get all the money he can for Kirk Cousins, he's trying to get some money. Now I don't know how much, but he's trying to do what he's trying to do to get some money. But at the end of the day, some way, somehow, you got to have some type of, you got to come to an understanding, and you got to get this deal done.
From what I just read in there, from what I just read, the agent gets 20 to 25% of this money that's coming in there from Kirk Cousins if he signs.
So that if he gets 20 to 25%, that's basically a fourth of that contract. So
exactly.
That's a nice amount.
Yes, it is. So if if you guarantee him 95, he's gonna get at least 30 of that.
So to be honest with you, I don't know what's going on, but they have to get this together because at the end of the day, that's the main problem we have always had when it came to this. When it came to the Redskins, is we could never have a solid quarterback.
Right. We have gone through over 16 quarterbacks in the past 10 years. The Redskin fan base is literally getting tired of looking at quarterback after quarterback. Oh, this quarterback stays here for 3 years. Oh, now we're getting the quarterback. Oh, this quarterback stays here for another 2 years. Oh, we need another quarterback. Oh, this quarterback stays here for 5 years. Oh, after 1-2 years, this quarterback leaves. It's been the same trending topic with the Washington Redskins for over 10 years now that you have switched out 10 different people at the starting quarterback position.
Exactly.
And it's getting crazier. And with them not being as consistent as they need to be at starting quarterback, look at teams as far as Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has an up season, a down season, an up season, a down season, and still is the starting quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. Tom Brady has had up seasons, down seasons, up seasons, and down seasons. Went to Super Bowls, 5 Super Bowls, 5. And won 5. Oh, no, I'm not saying he's won. I mean, I should say it like this. He has won 5 Super Bowl championship rings for his organization. Has been a starting quarterback ever since he first took the quarterback position. And he's been riding along with this team. Why can't the Washington Redskins stick with one quarterback?
That's a good question.
We have had potential quarterbacks. Jason Campbell was a potential quarterback. Robert Griffin III was a potential quarterback, though, but he ran his mouth too much.
But did you see the article that I posted on our page about what Jason Campbell said how his experience was in Washington?
Yeah, I believe that. And he said, and I quote from that article, he said that there was a lot of craziness going on in the locker room. His brothers that was in the locker room, that team was good. But when it came down to the front office, it got crazy up there.
Exactly. And then you miss one nice nugget about. Also, he said, and I quote, when it came down to when they hired the coach, when Jim Zorn was a coach, and he hired I forgot the name of the coach, but
Yeah.
when he hired him, he said
He could get all the play calling.
for them. Yeah, he could because he didn't know what plays to call.
Right. Because he
So
said
it's
when
like basically Jason had to.
Yeah.
It's like Jason basically had to make up his own damn plays to try to be successful, to try to run the offense because the guy that they hired couldn't get the job done because he didn't know what plays to run. He didn't know football plays. Period.
The guy that they
They
hired.
said he was a daggone. Yeah, it was a guy that they hired that's supposed to be calling the plays, but come to find out they hired him. The guy used to be a bingo caller. He was a bingo number caller.
Oh, he yelled bingo before the play even started. He was like, "That's what I want." Boom, bingo.
No, he used to no.
Or that was he was a bingo caller.
Literally, before they hired him to be, so he didn't know how to call plays at all.
Right.
He didn't know what plays to draw up. He didn't know what to do.
So who do you
So
think?
it was just a lost cause period.
So do you think after they hired Donovan? Do you think after the Jason Campbell era was over with, when they got Donovan McNabb, do you think that the Redskins went downhill, much more downhill from there, or did the troubles start after or before Jason Campbell?
I think the trouble started after. To be honest with you, the trouble started after Sean Taylor had passed away.
I agree with that.
After he passed away, because remember that was the last time we went to the playoffs. As far as that goes.
Right.
Once he passed away, the team morale went down. But
Yeah.
they played hard and made it to the playoffs.
Right.
And after that, that's when we started having this quarterback issue. Because remember, back then, Mark Brunell was the quarterback.
Brunell wasn't a bad quarterback, though, when he was playing in Washington. He was not a bad quarterback. He had very, very great quarterback QB viewing.
He had good seasons.
Yes, he did.
Exactly.
He had a very good season.
After Brunell left, that's when it came to Jason Campbell, and it was like we just had these.
Just had problems. I agree.
And we haven't had not one successful quarterback.
I believe after Jim Zorn, yeah. But I believe Jim Zorn could have been a good head coach if you gave him time to develop the team. I believe he could have. And I mean, and that's going out to you all too as well, fan base. You all can check us out and also let us know how you feel about these topics as well too, as the show goes on. So I believe that Jim Zorn could have gave us a chance if he would have stayed here, but they fired him right on the field.
Yeah, because they didn't like. I guess they didn't like how he was coaching.
But Jim Zorn gave us a pretty good offense, and the defense wasn't too shabby. Defense wasn't too shabby back then in the Jim Zorn era.
No, our defense was always in the top 10.
Right.
When we was in the 4-3. But after we switched, it's like we had to get the personnel to run a 3-4. But it was difficult trying to run a 3-4 with the personnel that we had.
Do you think this year's 3-4 defense would, be a good thing?
I mean, just the way with our new coordinator Mineski, it depends. I don't know what type of defense. I know we're still running. I think we're going to be running both the 3-4 and 4-3.
Okay.
But he might switch it up in different schemes, so it's like you never know exactly like what's going to happen.
Right.
So, I mean, I just hope we place better than 28th overall. Be honest with you.
Okay, so let's switch up the topics here a little bit. So, with the Redskins also in this Dallas Cowboys schedule coming up this year for the NFC East, with their schedules coming out, and the schedule is now almost about to be coming bright and clear as of August. As in August, the preseason will start. How do you see the Redskins ranking in the with their first game against Baltimore and 2 games at home, then the last final game against Tampa Bay? how do you think the Redskins would do in the preseason?
To be honest, I really don't know because first of all, you got to make sure you have a solid. You make sure you're solid in training camp. You make sure because in training camp you basically work on your details,
Right.
the techniques. You know, everything. You work on everything when it comes to training camp, so you can get ready for the first preseason game.
Right. Now,
as far as offensive wise, even though we have different like receivers, I still believe our offense can be good. I believe our offense can still move the ball down the field. So I'm not really worrying too much about the offense. I'm just more worried about how the defense is going to play. I want to see who actually is going to win out starting jobs throughout training camp. So when week 1 comes, I want to see who's going to be the start defense for us.
I agree with it.
It's a lot of competitions within our defense as far as secondary wise, linebacking wise, defensive line. I mean, the whole defense is stacked with different things. So it's going to be a battle. So I'm interested to see what the defense is going to do during preseason. I'm really interested to see how that's going to look.
I would have to agree with that too. So, also, how do you think Dallas is going to do this season with their coming up season for this year? How do you think Dallas is going to fare off? They lost a lot of people.
I think Dallas still may play like how they did last season. I still think they might keep that going.
Their defense has lost a lot of players.
Yeah, they lost. That's defense. That ain't the offense. That's defense.
But we all know defense wins championships.
Yeah, it does. But you got, at this point in time, the offense carried Dallas last year. It wasn't the defense.
That's true. Very, very true. So.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Well, guys, with that being said, Dr. Sports has gave his expert opinion on everything. He has given us a lot of information that we've all, grown accustomed to. I'm going to see if we can get all of them back together in just about a minute. I'm going to take another 5-minute commercial break, and we will be back with more of the Realest Sports Show coming at you guys live in just about the next 2 minutes. See y'all in a minute.
Confusion can give way. problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem. I love bad bitches, that's my fucking problem. And yeah, I like the fuck, I got a fucking problem.
If finding somebody real is your fucking problem, bring them girls to the crib, maybe we can solve it.
Hold up, bitches to my dime. Taking hella long, bitch, give it to me now. Make that thing pop like it's in me over now. Ooh, baby, like it raw with the shimmy, shimmy, yeah, huh? They said, get like me. If it wasn't for the money, cars and movie stars and jewels and all these things I've got, I wonder, hey, would you still want me? Would you still be calling me? Still calling you?
Of being offensive to women by calling y'all my down ass, my queen. Richest cuts look clean on that finger next to the finger. You flip that, me and there's no in between me and you, only me and you. Who else gon' put it on me? Like the rule that God only looks after children and fools, and you're not. So who gon' look after you? True, baby.
True, baby, it's only for you, baby. Feed the thighs, only divide if you decide. Cause I love the way you touch me, nobody can get it. And if it's gunning, just consider it fit. So when you go for a minute,
all right, everybody. I am back here live again. I just want to let y'all know. I just want to let everybody know I am back again live. I'm your host for the night. Once again, our fantasy football league is coming about. Also, this is our commercial break for right now. Fantasy football league is coming about as of August 21st. You can sign up now. The draft date is August 21st. Sign up now. Give us your email addresses. Send it to this Realest Sports Show. Underneath the message board, you can send a message to us for Fantasy Football League this year. Our Fantasy Football League is starting as of August 21st, where you can pick your draft, on the draft, you can pick your players that you want. Go up against teams. A free shirt will be handed out to the winner of this league's winner of the Fantasy Football League. A free shirt of the Realest Sports Show will be delivered to you all, or sent out through mail. However you want it to be delivered to you will be whoever's the winner. Winners are people that subscribe to the Realest Sports Show and that gives us all of our praises. You know, that's our prize for the winning of the show. Also, you might get exclusively a guest show shot to be a guest on the show. That is if you win fantasy football. I am in it to play to win. I'm ready to play. I am ready to go at anybody in this organization that's playing fantasy football this year. Fantasy Football League is starting up once again. Like I said, August 21st is draft night. So you have till 8:30 August 21st, to sign up for our fantasy football league. We are on NFL Network, on NFL.com, I should say, NFL.com fantasy slash fantasy football. So if you all wanted to join, we are on, like I said, NFL.com/fantasy football. That is where our sports show will be holding our fantasy football league at. Also, my other co-host, Boomba, is hosting his own fantasy football league too as well on Yahoo Sports. We might switch over to Yahoo Sports too as well, but we don't know yet until we get all the information out of it. But for right now, Fantasy Football League is open for the Realest Sports Show. Free shirt, customized shirt with your name on it, and we'll send it to you. That is what we're gonna do for right now. But for right now, we're gonna get back into our break. That was our commercial break for right now. Enjoy the music as it goes about.
V-I-T-A and my J-A, baby.
Do you trust me? Love me? You putting it on me? You must be. Ain't only for the move, baby.
Can always count on me, and you don't ever have to worry. You know I'll make it in a hurry. Here for you, and I will never leave. Tears for you, cause boy, you got to me. There'll never be another for me. You'll always be my one and only.
Baby girl, with your bust, you gun with me. Loud in the fence, they come get me. And if I die, you kill for me. Are you trusting me? Are you loving me? Yeah, let's get it winning like we asked for the Simpson or Ike in anime. On one of their good days, you smile like sun rays. 5'5" with brown eyes and thick legs. Only for the rule, baby. Do you trust me? Love me? You putting it on me? You must be. Ain't only for the rule, baby.
Now, baby, I told you I could show you better than I could tell you. Blow trial, bring commissary and mail for them sweet words and naked face. I'm still that pretty down. 2 cars behind you, 6, and 9 tips, any clown. Talking my round, so me a down. Send us all. I've grown a tad bit since we've been at it like rabbits. The little bumper and it's who gon' love you like that? Thug with you with it, stack to the ceiling. I'm splitting the love with you cause I played my position with cold D's, OGs. Until that bloodshed, blood redder, we OD. Remember every word that you told me.
Show me, hold me.
All you need in your life is Chuck, drugs, and dubs or 22s. Now tell me who the honey for you, Chuck.
Do you trust me? Love me? You putting it on me? You must be. Ain't only for the rule, baby. Do you trust me? Love me? You putting it on me? You must be. Ain't only for the rule, baby.
All right, all right. We are back again, live again, everybody. Sorry for the inconvenience for the music wise. I'm gonna go ahead and take it back over the show a little bit until our teammates get here. They're on their way, and then we can get into some real hot debates and topics that's going on right now around the world. But for right now, let me get y'all opinions on a lot of the topics that we went over. If you're just joining in right now for the fan base, if you're just joining in, we went over to Nick Young, James Harden, Kirk Cousins. I have also went over the Bogdanovich deal with the Pacers. We're going to talk about Lonzo Ball later on in the topics of the show for tonight. We would like to thank everybody. I would like to personally thank everybody that's been watching the show right now, and everybody that's been carrying over with the show and keeping our show ratings high. You have the option now to rate the show on our page under review. Go out there, give us a review, shout out to the show, and keep our show running live as we progress on to making the show better for you all, the viewers, to watch live on Facebook. We're trying to become the hottest Facebook franchise of sports entertainment today. That's where our goal is. That's where we want to be later on down the road. That's what we want to try to become. I believe that if, you're tired of watching FS1, you're tired of watching Sports Center, you're tired of watching ESPN, ESPN2, all these other sports shows where you can get all your hot topics, all your hot debates, everything that you think about right here off of one show that we discuss all of it down the line. You can watch it right here on Facebook Live. You don't even have to turn on your TV. You don't even have to have cable to watch us. We're right here on Facebook Live. All you got to do is have internet service, internet period. All you got to do is have Wi-Fi. Everybody can get Wi-Fi from anywhere. You can get Wi-Fi from, cable, internet, whatever you got to have. We're right here. We update you all we can update you all every week. And we update you all every day of the week with posts and everything on our page to keep you all fully updated what's going on in the sports world right now. We're, like I said, the Realest Sports Show is trying to become the hottest trending topic known to man right now. With just news, I just got brought up upon me. Venus Williams was found guilty on what now? I'm trying to get from my producer right now the topic right now from what's the hottest trending topic right now of guiltiness on somebody. Hold on. She's right now trying to write it down in the paper for me so I can read it. Give me all 1 second, just 1 second. And this is live news, breaking news that I just got. As soon as she can get it out to me. But while I'm breaking down this news to you all can give me information. You all can, at least give us feedback. Let us know that you're there. Say hi, say something while you're there. Williams found guilty of car crash. I don't know about that topic. Is that Venus? Mm-hmm. Venus Williams is found guilty of a car accident that just happened, about a week ago. She was involved in a car accident and she's been found guilty. Not guilty. I apologize. She was found not guilty of the car accident. Not guilty. I say again, not guilty. That is a live trending topic going on right now about Venus Williams. Also, shout out to Serena Williams, with her beautiful self she is, and her baby, and her naked pictures that she posted in the live magazine that she offered too as well. So, big ups to you, Serena. We appreciate that. To all the men out there and everybody out there, we all appreciate that, right? Yep, I understand that too. Right along with her fiance that she had to post with too as well. So we can shout out to him too as well. But we all know who we all wanted to talk about, which was Serena Williams. Serena Williams is pregnant for the first time ever. You know, and she has still the amazing body that everybody wants to talk about. Big ups to hers too. So, back in this thing, that's a little laughing moment that we can all have. And Jay-Z is what? That we'll also be bringing in the topic of the Jay-Z article later on down the road. Right now, I can brief you all on some sports updates right now too as well. As far as the games that are on right now for the Summer League right now, if you all can give me briefly 1 second on that, I can brief you all on that too as well. Let's see here. Did Lonzo Ball even win tonight? We'll find out right now. You know, Lonzo, I just want to know, did you really think that you was going to come in the league and just dominate the way you did? I don't think you did. Right now, the Knicks won tonight, 91-72. The Hornets versus the Magic, the Hornets won 86-78. The Pacers beat the Thunder 89-80. The Mavericks beat the Pistons 83-81. That was a very close game. The Spurs lost to the 76ers 94-86. Celtics basketball lost by 3 points to the Utah Jazz. Jazz still got some still has a fighting chance, as I can see. The Lakers still lost last night. I'm kind of mad about that too. You know, y'all know I love my Lakers, and the Lakers are my favorite team of all time. So I don't care about any haters that may come about, but to all haters out there, y'all can, go somewhere with y'all lives. The Lakers lost to the Clippers last night, 93-96, with Brandon Ingram scoring 26 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and Bruce Johnson scoring 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals last night. Well, we're going to get into the game that happened tonight, since today is the 8th. And I'll be able to tell you right now what happened. Wow, those live games. The Lakers lost again tonight to the Boston Celtics, 81-86. The Spurs lost to the Heat by a point, 75-74. This is all Summer League, by the way, so don't worry about it. Summer League, and that's all we want to talk about for right now. The Raptors lost to the Raptors beat the Timberwolves, 97-72. That was a very good game for the Raptors, that is, not for the Timberwolves. Trailblazers beat the Utah Jazz 72-63. Chicago, got beat like a dog, 91-75. The Wizards, I'm going to say the Wizards, y'all going to need some vitamin C, vitamin D. Y'all lost your very first game of the Summer League, 91-88. Not bad. 3 points ain't bad. 3 points ain't bad. But y'all going to need a lot of vitamin C and a lot of vitamin D if y'all going to think y'all going to come out there like that. Y'all should have lost to the Memphis Grizzlies of all teams. I don't think y'all should have lost. But like I said, this is Summer League basketball. Nobody really cares about it. But a lot of people care about it because other fact that matters is who's making headline news right now. Lonzo Ball and his father's mouth. If you feel an opinion about it, y'all can put y'all mean faces up there about it. If you feel happy about Lonzo Ball and his performances, you can put a heart up there for him. Your comments, your questions all matter to us. Right now, games that's going on right now is the Warriors and the 76ers. The Warriors are up 15-10 as of right now. As I said to you all later on the show, our co-hosts are on their way here. They will be joining us live pretty much in the next 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, I understand that, guys. I do. I really, really do. Our co-hosts will be here in the next maybe I say no. I'm not even gonna say 30 minutes. Let's say 20 minutes from now they should be here, so we can have our live show. We can debate on the show. Also, games that are on right now. Cleveland Cavaliers game is on right now. The Rockets, they're playing the Rockets tonight. 15-13 is their score right now as the game goes on. Yes, we all know Lonzo Ball sucks. We all know that, but we don't know that if he sucks really badly until the number one game of the season. So we'll see from there. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns right now about what's going on in the NFL right now? Leave a question on there. Leave a comment. Leave a concern on there right now. I'm open up to all questions for right now. But as of also, there's cars, $8.7 million Vegas bonus could have been more. So I'm going to leave the floor up to you guys, all our viewers that are watching right now. I'm leaving the floor up to you all. Music will be playing right now in the background as I wait for you guys to, leave your comments, questions, and concerns that you have about what's going on in the football industry going on right now. So the floor is you guys. I'm going to get off my little soapbox until my co-hosts get here a little bit. And kind of leave it up to you guys to give us some. Oh, the Cavs are even. Boba says the Cavaliers are even worse than they were last season. I don't know about that one. I just want to leave it up to. I don't know. The Cavaliers might have a decency, in the summer league. I don't know who's going to be better or who's going to be worse. I don't know, but we'll find out tonight, won't we? Viewer's choice tonight for the league. So let's see here. Let's see what kind of music we can play here. We're going to play some little bit of J. Cole music right now. Got me hot, fresh off the... Play a little J. Cole for you guys. Lakers do not suck. Their organization are coming back.
Yeah.
But for right now, I'm just going to answer questions from you guys. I'm here all night till my sportscast people get here. They will get into the real parts of the show.
The light be coming through it in the morning. Old ass walls and shit. But it's just like I remember. Just like I wanted it. Yeah, I'm working. Yeah, I'm working, nigga. Look, it's the return of the Mr. Burn suckers, not herpes infested, just perfectly blessed with a status you can't F with. Protection recommended, cause code a definition of a weapon that can end it. You know, mass destruction when I mash the button. I take your favorite major rapper, left them independent. Crying in the corner, cause I ain't in the sorta. Kinda dissing niggas, I'm borderline addicted to slaughter. Line of niggas in order of who you think can really fuck with me most. Then I tuck the heat close. If he don't duck, then he goes. Ain't no need for discussion if they won't talk about the
like I said, we are still live here on the Realest Sports Show. Hope you all enjoying the music that we have live here tonight. We like to let Deontay Johnson. Shout outs to you for watching the show tonight. We appreciate you tonight for watching. I'm gonna enjoy me a nice cold orange soda.
Chosen by the white man, you hit store rappers. I reload the clip, then I hit more rappers with that. Straight shitting on these piss poor rappers. I'm back. Never knew a nigga that was better. Revenue, I'm good at getting cheddar. Reminisce on days I didn't need. If it's meant to be, then it'll be. If it's not, then fuck it, I'ma try. Ain't no need to ask the father why no. Cause one day everybody gotta die.
Switch it up to a little bit of Trey Songz here, guys. Our video is taking a little bit longer than it was before. These are real commercial breaks right now. Okay. The floor is still you guys.
Introducing Nissan's new Midnight Edition. 4th of July bonus cash has been extended. Get an additional $1,000 on select models.
Before our next commercial break,
I don't want nobody else but you. I don't want nobody else but you. Ooh, nobody else but you. Ooh, she like, what's up with me? Why we finna do? Lately I've been giving you.
if there is no questions or comments, we're gonna take another live 10-minute. No, we're gonna take another live 5-minute break. If there's no questions going on right now for us right now, we're gonna take a live 5-minute break. Enjoy the music, everybody.
Pray for me, great. You got me falling. Even when I try it, the game keep calling. While we in the club, while I'm always balling. Trying to be in love, we don't fall too often. It's hard to fall, but you got me falling. Even when I try it, the hoes keep calling. While we in the club, while I'm always balling. Trying to be in love, we don't fall too often. It's hard to fall. I don't want nobody else but you. I don't want nobody else but you. Ooh, nobody else but you. Ooh, I don't want nobody else but you. They catch us on the low and I know you hate that shit. They say that I'm yours and you say it ain't that true. And every time it goes, I just bring the pain back. Yeah, break up some niggas, that's just the way it goes. Know what I done done with you, you baby. Know that I done put you through whatever. I know that you care for me. I know what you spare for me. I know you won't wait on me forever. Real one, I guess I'm just a fool. Looking in the mirror, ain't you scared to lose her? Why you acting like another man would choose her? You know she the only true girl. Ooh, girl, you ain't the lie. You got me falling. Even when I try it, I can't keep calling. While we in the club, while I'm always balling. Trying to be in love, we don't fall too often. It's hard to fall, but you got me falling. Even when I try it, the hoes keep calling. While we in the club, while I'm always balling. Trying to be in love, we don't fall too often. It's hard to fall, but still, I don't want nobody else but you. I don't want nobody else but you. Ooh, nobody else but you. Ooh, I don't want nobody else but you. Ooh, nobody else but you. Ooh, I don't want nobody else but you. Ooh, nobody else but you. Nobody else but you. It's you. No, you'll be mad too. You'll make it back too. You meet in past due. Nothing else matters. Let's talk about it more than after. Girl, they won't know if we take off. Are your friends in the I need your body in ways that you don't understand, but I'm losing my patience. 'Cause we've been going over and over again. And I just wanna take you home and get right to it. No one gotta
just wanna make love. Want you to scream and shout. And baby, when I'm deep in it, now I'ma slow it down, cause ain't no speed limit. When I'm moving into the sound, don't turn all the way up when the lights down. Why your pussy so damn good, Miss Lady? Put that booty up, baby, one-on-one. You know I'ma go crazy when your legs in the air. You know your pennies never getting in the way. You know I'm kinda like it when you make me work for it. And you got me down the top skirt. Get that ass in the bed, I'm allowed to do. Shake that ass like boom chakalaka, boom chakalaka. We don't need nobody watching us. No eyes but your eyes. Ain't nobody here but you and me. Licking your private parts. And I know you love your privacy. You don't need a shower, you already wet. Know that pussy power telling me I ain't ready yet. I say fuck your face for fears, baby. When I lick it up with tears in it. Put my face in it like a dinner date. You know I love foreplay, 12 play, everything.
All right, everybody. We are back. I hope y'all enjoying this music that I got going for y'all right now. I had to step out for a 5-minute bathroom break. Like I said, I had to step out for a 5-minute bathroom break real quickly. You know, had to go use the bathroom. But I am back live on the Sportsnet, giving you all viewers the chance to, you know, give us some live feedback, give us some questions, give us some comments and concerns that you all may have about what's going on right now in the sports world that's going on. We'd like to hear from you all about how you feeling right now. Let's open up the floors, open up the way for right now. We're going to open up the crowdways. Like I said, the music going to still play a little bit. I'm here. Let's do it.
Shake that ass like boom chakalaka, boom chakalaka. We don't need nobody watching us. No eyes but your eyes. Ain't nobody here but you and me. Licking your private parts. And I know you love your privacy. Baby, I promise I won't.
That was Chris Brown's Privacy.
At Longhorn, tonight's special fire-crafted flavors. Try our new pepper-crusted New York strip, our outlaw ribeye.
Give you guys some Longhorn.
Back ribs. For lunch, try our steakhouse burger or any steakhouse lunch combo.
I'm here all night long, guys.
Fake
Hold on.
steak.
We'll get into some live music, some Jeremiah. I Think of You featuring Chris Brown and Big Sean. We're going to do the Realest Sports Show tonight. The Realest Sports Show is going to be live.
I think of you. I said I think of who? I think of you, baby. You're right on 109 FM. First
Like I said, comment your questions and concerns that you got.
on your dial.
I'm bringing y'all live music tonight on the Realest Sports Show, guys. I'm going to turn this into a radio show a little bit on how I feel about it, you know, until my co-hosts get here. Hopefully I've done a good job for y'all tonight. And we'll be right back with the Realest Sports Show.
Sorry about that, man.
Realest Sports Show.
Hey, good job holding it down there.
Thank you.
Nah, this is actually good practice.
time we play, bumping and making love. Got me with all these games you're playing. It's time for us to don't care about winning. Come on, baby, you got this. You ain't gotta be a dancer. All I need is your love, girl. You want to change my mind, and I can see you every day. So baby, won't you give me something that I wanna do? When I see the sunset,
Color coordinate.
I wish every day was a day off. Going hard, ain't not like it's the playoffs. You give me the energy, I like the playoffs. Tell me is the feeling mutual or am I way off? Be real, stay real. Pour your heart out, baby, I won't let it spill. I know the ones before me probably said they never will. Broken promises are breaking down by how you feel. It's not an illusion. I'm not trying to add to the confusion. Break your all access codes and abuse. You laying over me cause you understand me. Swear I love you so much, I love your whole family. Bedroom dresser full of your panties. We make the road feel like summer Miami. No stressing whenever you leave. Cause ain't nobody in the world fuck you better than you.
All right, everybody, we're back. We are back a little bit, whatever. We're back with the live of the Realest Sports Show right now. Hopefully everybody has had, as you can tell, my co-hosts are here right now, and they are back. So, gentlemen, how's it going right now?
Awesome, man. How's it going with you?
I've been sitting up here, whew, I've been feeling the heat from the crowd right now. The crowd is like either really loving the show right now or they're really hating the show right now. I don't really know. But all in all, the sports show must continue. So, some topics that we've gotten into for right now is the NBA. Right now, we kind of recap of the show a little bit. Give everybody a little bit of recap. We talked about the Bogdanovich signing to the Pacers for $21 million. How do y'all feel about that one? Also, we have talked about James Harden's 4-year extension, $228 million. Nick Young signing a 1-year deal for $5.2 million with the Golden State Warriors. Topics, the floor is open to you, gentlemen. Gentlemen?
Go ahead and start, man.
All right. Well, you already got my input on the Bogdanovich thing.
Right.
As far as the signing of Nick Young, that's another pickup for Golden State for another person to come off the bench. So that's another addition to their arsenal of weapons that they already have. So that'll be a good look for them, even though you saw that tweet saying, he was talking about Golden State, then he turned around and said his page was hacked. So we will leave that alone and say that for another day. But
Well, you know what? I think it's the right move. We gotta, you know what I'm saying? If we're gonna make a run at DeMarcus Cousins or any big-time free agent, you gotta, save some cap space, perhaps. Whatever little, whatever there is. Whatever room we have.
as you see,
Basically, whatever room we have, that's what we're saving up for.
you're going to have 3 players making over $100 million in Bill, Porter, and Wall. So
Yeah.
that's a lot.
That is if Wall accepts his super max.
He's going to accept that super max.
All right, well then we'll see because it all depends
But he
like
wanna
what
have a
Ernie
contender.
Dunfeld decides to do moving forward.
But he wants a contender too. He has recently stated that he wants to be on a contender.
And I don't blame him because if not, he gonna be gone in 2019. So
Well.
yeah,
That got heated very, very quickly.
But he actually earned that right.
yeah.
Because he's the star player on the team, so he earned that right. If he wants to have people come in, whereas this team could, gel together and be a contender, that's what he wants. He wants people to be on the team that can be contenders so they can advance further into the playoffs than where they were.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's one of the reasons he hasn't, they offered it to him, but he hasn't signed the deal yet because he wants to get a contender built around him.
He wants to see what's going on in free agency.
Exactly.
And Jody Meese and Mike Scott doesn't cut it. I mean, for me, it doesn't cut it. So
understandable. Gordon Hayward to Boston, $128 million. And
you
playing alongside Isaiah Thomas.
And you know something? Boston had to make room in order for him to come on board.
No, they didn't sign and trade.
Yeah, well, they had to trade Avery Bradley to shed that salary. They may move Jay Crowder. We don't know.
Right.
So I mean, there are a lot of moves that Boston need to make in order for them to fit Gordon Hayward under the cap.
Now, do y'all think this is going to be the Wizards' big competition coming out the East?
Absolutely.
Or is the Cavaliers still the team to beat?
I feel like the Cavs are they're gonna be okay, but they're not the team to beat anymore. I think it's Boston. Yeah, they're building a monster.
Boston proved that.
Yeah, they're building a monster right now.
Boston proved that.
So I'm gonna jump right into it. Before I jump into Chris Bosh's retirement again.
Wow.
Excuse me. Lonzo Ball.
Oh,
Lonzo
man.
Ball.
Oh,
Lonzo.
Garbage.
Lonzo.
Nah, actually, no. You know what? Yeah.
Last night he went 2 for 15.
Yeah, even though he didn't play well, but you know what?
He still has some nice assists.
Yeah, but you know what though? What I like about Lonzo Ball is that he's gonna bring this attitude of winning to the Lakers, and that's what I like. Even though he didn't play well, you can tell like he's got heart. He goes hard. Brandon Ingram went hard because of it. Like there were a lot of cats that went hard because of Lonzo Ball. So I think Lonzo Ball is going to be really good.
The crowd cheered him. The crowd cheered him.
They cheered him. Yeah.
It's like this. As far as Lonzo Ball, for one, no, he didn't have a great summer league debut.
No, he didn't. No.
But at the same time, as you can tell, him dishing the ball out, that's killer.
He can pass the ball.
That's killer.
He can pass the ball.
He can pass the ball. We all know he can pass the ball, but can he shoot?
But he can play defense too.
He can play.
But the thing is, no, I'm gonna tell you now. When he was at UCLA for that 1 year,
okay,
he did shoot 40% from 3.
Okay,
he did. So his jump shot may be a little, awkward, but he can shoot. It's just I don't know if he had nerves last night or what it was, but
well, dude, I mean, you're in the NBA, right? You're 19 years old. I mean, the spotlight is on.
Yeah,
everybody's watching. So
he's how old?
He's 19.
He's 19.
Yeah, he got a lot.
Yeah, exactly. So he's got a lot of growing up to do. So
just like Markelle Fultz.
But Markelle Fultz though, he looked like a man.
He played like
he looked like a man amongst boys. Like he looked like he was ready to go. So yeah,
and watch out in Boston also. Tatum.
Yo, Tatum, dude. Watch out for the first 3 picks that were drafted 1, 2, and 3. Man, watch out for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they could be like they're franchise builders.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna jump right into it. Also, Chris Bosh.
Man,
he's gonna retire.
On that, so.
Chris Bosh is gonna retire a Miami Heat, not as a Raptor.
He
spent the most years with He spent the most of his career. They started his career
with Toronto.
At Toronto. Do y'all think he should have stayed? I mean, you think he should retire as a Raptor or as a Heat?
I mean, you gotta retire with the team that you won. I don't know. Like, I don't even know. Like, it's kind of like a hard question to answer because on one end, it's like you play for the Raptors. You were there when times were bad, and then you play for Miami and you won championships. So
with LeBron James.
Exactly with LeBron James. So it's like
and Dwayne Wade. Which is Wade's team on that.
So I guess from his standpoint, he went with the team that he had the most success with. So I can't blame him for wanting to retire.
That's like with Michael Vick.
He went back.
He went back to Atlanta. He wanted to retire. He wanted to retire as a Falcon.
Yeah, because that's where he had his most success. So I feel like for any athlete, wherever you had the most success, that's where you should end up retiring.
Speaking of Michael Vick, and I know we're going to jump off this topic a little bit though too, because we've talked a lot about it tonight. Speaking of Michael Vick, Vick wants to be a coach.
Oh wow!
In the NFL.
Okay, I can see that happening.
How do y'all feel about that one?
I can see it happening, but it depends on what type of coach you want to be.
Wants to be a quarterback coach.
I think
that would be a help, but that will only be help to whoever has a mobile quarterback like
Maybe-
Tyrod Taylor.
Maybe in college he'll be a good quarterback coach, not in the NFL. Because who the hell's going to listen to him in the NFL?
Dr. Sports, how do you feel about it?
I mean, I'm not gonna anything. Honestly, the old saying is, whatever you put in your mind, you know, whatever you do.
Yeah,
you know,
put your mind to it.
whatever you put your mind to it, you can do it. So I'm not saying he can't be a coach in the NFL. He can, but if he really want to be a coach, you need to start small and then work your way up.
Yeah, exactly.
But he knows the game of
I mean, yeah,
football.
I know you can know the game all the way long, but like you said, you got these hot shots that think they just the best. And do you think they're really going to listen to him?
Do you think if Robert was to be under his helm, do you think Robert could progress his game or decrease his game? Or what about Colin Kaepernick?
Robert Griffin or Colin Kaepernick can never be.
Okay, Robert Griffin III, Colin Kaepernick, they're all athletes. They all happen to be track stars or baseball players that happen to play football, and then that's it. You know, they were just good at it.
They are good, but they don't really possess the skill set like
No, they don't.
But do you think Vic can coach him up to be one of the greats, like he is?
It's debatable.
It's debatable.
It's debatable at best.
That's why we have the sports show,
Yeah,
gentlemen.
well, I mean, again, it's a loaded question. I mean, I don't know how to answer it other than Michael Vick. I mean, I love the guy. You know what I'm saying? And I really hope that he gets into coaching, but I just feel like he needs to start small, like Dave said. Like, he needs to start somewhere. Yeah, like
start in high school.
Start in high school, you know what I mean? Where people like actually revere you, love you, respect you, and then work your way up.
Yeah,
you know.
And if he decides if he don't want to do high school to go to college, always go back to your old. You always go back to your old school. You can Virginia Tech.
They can need a lot of help.
You well respected at Virginia Tech.
Very much. Is.
So anything if they decide to put you on the coaching staff at Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
And we're gonna also talk about the Nats. Let's talk about the Nats.
Yeah,
how they got their asses beat today.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I
we
said.
don't even talk about that.
No.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about it because
13-0.
Not only I want to talk about it, I also want to grade their first half of the season, and then we also know that Monday is a home run derby and the All-Star game on Tuesday.
That's right.
So this is like the All-Star break. So we need to grade this team right now. We need to talk about how horribly they got shellacked, or shillelied, or shamwowed.
Yes,
I just made that word up, by the way.
I'm gonna start this off.
Go ahead.
Grade the Nats for the first half. I'm gonna give them a B-.
A B-. What are you giving them?
I'm giving them A-. A- because of batting. Okay, our hitters are on point. Our offense is like that. But the bullpen is, oh my God, the bullpen is straight up trash.
I'm gonna tell you why I gave him B-.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Offensively, yes, we're up there.
Yeah, we are.
Cool. But I wasn't gonna give him an A because main reason because of
the bullpen. Yeah.
Right now, you gotta correct this bullpen issue.
I agree. It's like
you cannot,
it's been going on for 2 years. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
You cannot go into the playoffs and don't have a stable bullpen.
No,
you got to have a bullpen.
Yes.
You saw what happened last year. We made the playoffs. Who we played? The Dodgers.
Right.
And then
what happened?
And then you saw what happened in Game 5 when Dave. Oh my God,
We
it
were
pissed
up.
me off just thinking about Game 5. How like the Dodgers ran out of pitchers and they had to send out Kershaw, who was on 2 days rest.
Yes.
They sent him out there and he just closed the series out.
So, with that being said, I would have to give them for my starting. I'm gonna have to say a B-. And the only reason why I say that, and it's a very high B-.
So it's like a 89.
No,
it's like on the cusp.
Like an 83. It's like an 83.
Oh, so it's like an 80.
Nah,
it's like 84.
I gave mine. If I had to do mine was like 89.
Mine is a 90 because of the offense.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
giving
say
it
a B- because of the bullpen issues, and the way they're closing out these games. Like you said, the bullpen is getting crazy. Pitches in rotation is getting a little bit crazier too. Matt Scherzer,
he's a beast.
Steven Strasburg is a beast.
He's a beast. Gonzalez is a beast.
Exactly.
Tanner Roark is pretty good. Rick Ross is also pretty good.
But I'm just saying though. Here's why I say that. Record wise,
You know
outstanding.
What? You know what? As far as the rotation, we have a solid rotation, but they actually are one starter away from actually having a perfect rotation.
Absolutely. I agree.
And if I had to choose and who, like, I would send down to the minors who I would keep, I would send Joe back. I'd keep Tanner. But Tanner,
Ross back.
I would send Joe Ross to the AAA because he still got things to work on. You remember when Joe Ross first came up, he was throwing mid-90s or high 90s.
Right.
You notice now he throws 92, 93.
Yeah, his velocity.
His whole thing, his whole pitching has changed from a year ago.
It has.
Big time.
Yeah.
So it's like now, like last year, he wasn't that hittable. Now it seems like he becoming more hittable.
Yeah.
So he still has some things to work on, but right now he's dealing right now.
Yeah.
He's dealing right now. So
yeah, like the game that I went to against the O's, he dealt.
Yeah, he struck out 12.
Yeah, he had 12 strikeouts.
And that was a career high for him.
Did his thing.
So we're gonna talk about the Washington. I'm gonna change the subject up here due to time wise. Talk about the Washington Redskins.
And I had a question for you guys. What are your main concerns going into this upcoming season?
I'll start this off.
Go
My
ahead.
main concern is going to be the new defensive coordinator and the defensive scheme we're going to run. That's my main concern.
That's your main concern?
That's my main concern.
What is your
My main concern is the doggone. That's one. I mean, that'd be two. That'd be two.
That's the
That'd
major
be,
concern.
That'd be two.
That's the major concern on the team.
That'd be
the
two for
defense.
me, but I'm gonna think about this schedule, and I'm gonna have to say we got a pretty tough schedule coming about.
Of course.
We have a very, very pretty tough schedule coming about.
We got to play Denver and Oakland.
Yeah.
And Kansas City.
I'll tell y'all about the schedule.
Also, too, is this Kirk Cousins deal, which is kind of bothering me a little bit, though. I say that is because the 17th is his last week. And, I mean, the 17th,
it's in a week.
Right. It's his last day to sign. And from what I've seen you post on the page and what I've seen and I've read, they're making this very, very interesting. They're making it very, very interesting about it because this is all that everybody's been talking about. Will Kirk Cousins sign? He has said in an interview when he was in Michigan doing his little training camp for the kids, hey, look, I'm not all about the money. The money is really not a concern for me. You know, my parents taught me how not to be all about the money. I just here to play football, and that's what I love to do.
See, that's all fine and dandy. That's his agent in his ear.
Okay. All right, let me step in here now. So, I appreciate him saying all this and that, but at the end of the day, if the Washington Redskins, let me grab this piece of paper. If the Washington Redskins wrote this, right, I'm just going to write a number. Okay. All right, so let's say they offered him this. And, okay. Okay. All right.
135
And,
million.
yeah, okay, hold on.
Guaranteed?
No, signing bonus.
Okay.
Okay, this is his signing bonus right now.
50 million.
Okay, and let's just say like 80 of that, whatever, is guaranteed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, that's 130 million right there.
Okay.
Just off
all right.
two
So
numbers.
what if Bruce Allen, Eric Schaefer, Dan Snyder did this
And
to Kirk Cousins?
So can you read that?
So you're Kirk Cousins right now, right? Okay, that's it.
Can you read that on to the people right now?
Yeah.
What you said on there?
Basically, the contract breakdown is 5 years, 135 million. 50 million at signing bonus. As soon as you sign the contract, you get 50 million right there. And then you get 80 million of it guaranteed. That's basically 130 million right there, which means you got another 5 million that you got to make up in your stats, basically, is incentive based.
Okay, so the point I'm trying to make here is this, right? I'm tired of hearing the media saying, oh, it's deeper than this. Oh, Kirk Cousins wants to be wanted. Oh, Kirk Cousins is being, treated poorly, crap, and this and that. No, this is the media negotiating Kirk Cousins' contract. And I'm tired of hearing people...
Let me chime in on you.
Okay, go ahead.
At the end of the day, Kirk Cousins is always wanted.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, they extended a contract after each season he's been on the franchise.
Exactly.
tag.
And then in what planet do people live in when they think that Kirk Cousins doesn't want to be here? Like, what the hell are you talking about? At the end of the day, they franchise tagged him twice. That lets you know that he's wanted. So where did all of this crap come from?
After the first year, when they franchised him, you know how much he made that 1 year? He only made $600 and something thousand.
Right.
He did.
He went from $600,000 to 19 million.
Almost 20 million. In
in
that one
in
season.
1 year.
That's right.
And then he turned around and they franchise tagged him again,
For
which is right
24.
now for 24.
Right.
Well, 23.95. Which basically
But
is
it's
still 24 million.
24 million.
So basically, in 2 years, you made almost $40-something million.
Right.
Yeah.
That's more than when he came in on his rookie contract.
And not even that, they gave him the exclusive tag, meaning we want you here, we want to work something out. So whatever the media are trying to put out there, dude, squash that shit, man.
So I got a question for you all, and this is what I asked Dave earlier on the show.
But I haven't gotten to my main concerns yet. I'm sorry.
I know.
Go ahead.
Do you think that it is his agent that wants money? Okay. Do you think it's his agent that wants the money, or do you think that his doggone or do you think it's the organization that's not trying to give up?
It's the agent.
It's the agent. It's clear. Because the agent basically has to negotiate this contract because at the end of the day, that agent has to get a percentage of it.
Absolutely. Right. And then the agent is telling Kirk Cousins, dude, man, listen, you are one offseason away from setting the market for quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? You're one offseason away from hitting free agency, and you can set the market. That's what he's spewing in his ear right now.
Deep down, basically what he's saying, he's telling Kirk in his ear,
don't sign anything.
You're better than Derek Carr.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But he got to think about it. Derek Carr got a better track record than him.
Yes.
Derek Carr has been successful since he stepped foot in the league.
Yes.
Right. Kirk had to wait 2 years.
Did.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Kirk basically only had 2 real seasons, which is the last 2 seasons, which he actually produced. Derek Carr had at least 3 or 4. So he has an advantage over Kirk. That's why he has that money, because Derek Carr has a track record of winning. Team has went to the playoffs, even though they just went to the playoffs this past season, but they didn't make it because he broke his leg.
Yeah.
Now, if he didn't break his leg, that would have been a different game.
He probably would have made more than $25 million.
He probably would have made more.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he actually sat out there and deserved to get that contract because of his play.
Yeah. I would agree.
Now, as far as Kirk Cousins go, you got to look at it. He only has 2 years of absolutely being a starting quarterback. Only 2 years.
And he's done very well in those 2
years. He's done
years.
very well. He had a winning record.
Yeah, he has.
Right?
For 2 years running.
Now, almost over 9,000 yards.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
That is very amazing.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to be bold. I'm going to say this year, Kirk is going to throw for 5,000 yards this year.
Oh, and not even that. I'm going to be even bolder. I feel like Kirk Cousins may be up for league MVP.
Whoa.
That's being even more bolder.
He's been in the conversation.
Yeah, he's in the conversation.
He's in the conversation.
Yeah.
MVP.
Yeah. He's in the convo, so
he definitely was in the convo last season.
Yeah, definitely. So
only thing that he needs to do more is he needs to throw more touchdowns than interceptions. If he can get his interceptions down and get more touchdowns
and win a big game
and win the big games, trust me, he will be in MVP conversation. He will be up there in the league with Brady, Breeze, Phillip Rivers. He will be up there.
Absolutely,
he will be up there. But right now, they're not looking at you in that light because you're not winning the big games when it matters.
Right.
Now, on top of that, that may play a part in this contract situation too.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right. That's probably a hang-up as well. Yeah, it's a hang-up. Of course.
But at the end of the day, I'm not worrying about that. If you're going to pay the man, pay the man.
My thing is, how many quarterbacks have won and lost the big game and still got paid?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at Drew Brees. He went to that Super Bowl in 2009, and what happened?
Look at Tom Brady. He lost a couple Super Bowls.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but Tom Brady still goes to the damn Super Bowl every year. So
right. So that's not even fair. Let's not even throw Tom Brady in this equation.
But is he the GOAT?
I mean, at this point,
he's the greatest of all time.
I mean,
he's the greatest quarterback. He's the greatest quarterback.
Now, is he better than Joe Montana and Dan Marino? I mean,
hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's in that Mount Rushmore.
Hold the hell up.
He's in that Mount Rushmore.
Did you just say Dan Marino and who else?
Dan Marino and Joe Montana.
Dude,
excuse me.
No. Dude,
yes, he is.
No. Matter of fact, we're going to take it back. If Tom Brady was playing back then, do you think he would last? Hell
no.
Exactly.
But Tom Brady was playing back in a time frame where the hitting was crucial. Yes.
No, he wasn't playing. No, when it was crucial. No.
Yes. He, not saying.
I guess it was like. I guess he
before the concussion protocol came into play.
They were really hitting in the 80s when Ronnie Lott and them were playing.
Okay,
that's really hitting.
I don't think he would have lasted with Ronnie Lott.
They were knocking people out.
Yeah, I know that. I'm understanding that. But I'm not saying he would last back in that time frame. What I'm saying to you is he was playing back in the time frame before that concussion protocol came out.
He played in the early 2000s when he was having a quarterback competition against Drew Bledsoe.
Thank you. And he beat his ass out.
No, actually, they just
Drew Bledsoe hurt. He got hurt, and then
Tom Brady came in and he had the job.
And then Tom Brady did what? Flourish.
Yeah, and then he took the job away from
what happened? Drew
Bledsoe.
Bledsoe got traded about there and wound up going to Dallas. So
and did what?
And his career was over.
Thank you.
His career was
Thank
over.
you. That's all I did.
At the same time, but if anybody look at it, as far as greatest quarterbacks of all time, Tom Brady will be up there.
Okay.
No, we will save that topic for next week. We're going to do a hypothetical.
We'll do a hypothetical.
We'll do a hypothetical on that.
So we're going to switch topics here again.
I haven't given my main concerns.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
My bad.
Yeah, so my main concerns going into the season is, well, I guess we're in agreement that it will be the defense, but for me, it's mainly the running game, I want to know if Jay Gruden is going to be committed to the running game. If he's committed to the running game, we're going to win a lot of football games.
I can get you the answer of what he's going to do as far as running back wise.
What's that?
He's going to run back by committee this year.
Which is not a bad thing.
So we're not going to have no legit starter. But if I had to put who I see running out there week 1, I'm going to be bold with it. Samaj P. Ryan is going to be
Samaj P. Ryan.
I'm trying to tell you.
No.
Look out. Look out for that man. Jay Gruden said it himself in a press conference.
He a low-key first week starter,
I'm going to be honest with you.
Chris Thompson.
Chris Thompson's third down back. He's not a big starter.
He's
I'm
telling you.
Jay Gruden said himself in plenty of news conferences during OTAs and all that. He said, the guy you need to watch out for is Samaje Perine.
Yeah, I agree.
I would have to agree to that, though, but here's my opinion on this.
That's Bama. He's nice.
Here's my opinion, though. I believe, and I understand that where you come from on that running back perspective, though, if Fat Rob can actually go out there...
Well, he ain't Fat Rob no more.
Slim Rob.
He's Slim Rob now with some muscle.
Well, if Rob Kelly can go out there and do what the hell he got to go do...
Number 20. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. If he go out there and play his ass off, because now the position is on you. It's your spotlight right now.
They really haven't even really named a starter for real.
I understand that though, but this is the spot for you. You got the potential to become the number one man that's gonna go out there and play football right now. If you could go out there, play your ass off, do what you gotta go do, claim that number one position. Take the Redskins' run game and explode with it. Explode with the run game. Everybody knows in Washington, the Washington Redskins have always had a good run game.
That's what we're known for.
We are known for our run game. That I formation is what the fuck worked for us.
But you got to think about it. We don't have the coach that was perfect for us for the run game. We don't have Joe Gibbs no more.
Yeah.
And I said this briefly on the show earlier.
But everybody knows the best coach the Redskins ever had was Joe Gibbs.
Yeah, it was.
But you know what's funny though? There was a list that came out last week as far as like ranking the offensive schemes. The Redskins actually made it in the top 10 as far as offensive schemes. So
and that's because that's because of the West Coast offense.
Exactly. So Jay Gruden doing something.
He's doing something good.
He's doing something
but
good.
But the West Coast offense, what everybody got to realize is with the West Coast offense, you got to have a quick release quarterback. Okay. And that's what we have.
Right.
Which is cool. Right. But now, as far as the run game, with running the West Coast offense, you got the zone. What is it?
The zone blocking.
You got the zone blocking. So when you move, the line move, you move.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like you run into a lane, and if if the offensive line opens up a lane, you have to
you have to hit that. You have to hit that
jump cut.
You have to hit that hole.
Yeah, you have to jump cut.
But can the Redskins Can Kirk Cousins? You said he got a fast arm. He has a fast arm.
He does.
Right?
Yeah, he does. It's a play action game.
Okay.
The play action game helps
the run game sets up the play.
Can he get? Will his success go to his head like it did in the last game, where he used his arm and not his legs? Do y'all believe that he can use more of his legs a little bit more?
To be honest,
I don't think
just
nothing
his
got
arm?
to his head. What got to it?
Well, I
he got
should say
rattled.
that.
He got rattled. Okay, week 17 of the Giants game, he got rattled.
that was a big game for us.
Yeah.
That was make or break. If we won that, we were in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
He got rattled. Period. Like, he threw interceptions. He was blaming receivers for falling down, and then he threw the ball, and then they got picked. He got rattled. And that game still left a bad taste in my mouth, so I can't...
I think it landed bad.
That's-
Taste in
Yeah,
everybody.
it
Matter of
left
fact,
a
they
bad
did that
taste
in
in
the whole
everybody.
Redskin Nation.
Yeah. So, just for that, I can't wait to see the Giants week 12 on Thanksgiving night. So I can't wait for that game.
I can't
No,
believe
we
it.
play Giants that game?
Yes,
we
we
play
do.
Dallas. I thought we played Dallas.
No, we
Giants.
play the Giants.
For the first time ever on
That's
the
the first. That's the
Thanksgiving.
first time we played Giants.
That's the first
On
time.
Thanksgiving
Yeah,
night,
right.
it's
Oh,
our
that's
first...
right, because we opened the season against the Eagles.
Yup.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? Later down the road, we are going to preview the schedule, okay?
Yes, we are.
I don't want to get into the schedule right now, but
Okay.
I will say this about the schedule. Even though people think it's tough, it's doable. It's a doable schedule. It's a very
four main teams that
it's a
I'm worried
very
about.
doable schedule.
4 teams that I'm worried about for real. Like I said, Oakland is one.
Yeah, the AFC West.
Marshawn
Oakland.
Lynch.
We got Oakland. We got to go against. We got to go against the Broncos.
But at least we play Oakland early.
But the Broncos is not a really...
It,
Trevor
no,
Simeon.
dude, their offense.
their defense, man.
Yeah, okay, their defense, but dude, their offense.
And
Their offense.
to lead?
Dude, their defense is
No, their defense is good.
what
It's a
carries
no-fly
them.
zone. Yeah, but
That's what carries them.
again,
That's a concern. You got to
The-
think about it.
the
Von
good-
Miller.
but the-
You got to think about
Man,
it.
fuck Von Miller. I'm sorry.
what?
Really?
Yes, I said it. Yeah, I
Dude.
said it.
Dude, he's this generation's
I know
He's
it's
like the
Taylor.
best.
I
He's
know
like
he
the
is.
best pass rusher in the fucking league.
I know he is, but I'm about tired of hearing about goddamn Von Miller. The motherfucker need to put his glasses back on and start.
See, you say that now. That motherfucker get out the Kirk Cousins.
They ain't gonna be like, oh shit.
Because you got to remember, he switches up.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He
Now,
is
only
one
time Kirk is going to be protected is on the left side.
Hey, you know he's protected on the right side too.
But Morgan
Yeah,
Moses
but-
is still right there, Brandon.
I know,
Scherf.
but you got to. Brandon Scherf is a god, but you got to think about it. Von Miller got tricks.
Yeah.
He can get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, he can.
So,
Which is why the screen game would be
So I'm worried about
so
the offensive
important.
line
Yes.
if they can
to slow that pass
Yes.
rush down.
But-
So,
all right. Let's get to this next topic,
But,
gentlemen.
yeah,
So,
this next
Wizards,
topic, yeah.
Otto Porter, tonight was his last night.
Well, they matched the offer.
They have matched the offer.
So that
Came up
means
on- so basically, he's going to be signing home because if they match the offer, then
he'll be staying.
he'll be staying.
$106 million is on the line, gentlemen.
I mean, that's a good deal. I mean, at the end of the day, long as he gets to stay in Washington, that's all he cares about.
4 years, though.
Because at the end of the day, there's nothing else left in free agency for the Wizards to try to go get. Tyreek Evans signed. Rudy Gay signed.
Rudy Gay signed who?
The Spurs.
As you guys see me right now, I'm holding my head because I'm torn right now. Like,
Torn in between the two?
Because it's like,
I'm
first
torn
we wanted to
because-
see him leave,
yeah,
but then once all the like top free agents, like other people started just like signing, you like, fuck, we ain't got no choice but to
yeah,
keep him.
exactly. So it's just our luck, right?
Yeah.
Nobody wants to come here, which leads to this question I had for the topic tonight. How come nobody wants to come here and play?
Because it's Washington.
No, it's not about Washington.
It's
man.
not even that.
You know,
You know it's bad when your own hometown person don't even want to come home to play for your team.
I can tell you like this. I put it like this.
And maybe it's because of the front office.
Hold on. No.
I think
It's with
everything
every
is-
Washington team that I've ever seen in my life, except for the Capitals and DC United, because I'm really not into DC United that much. But the Capitals, they can pretty much sign back whoever they want because it's the team.
But here's the thing though: the Caps have money. The Wizards don't.
The Redskins and the Wizards, nobody wants to come here. I could know why nobody they don't want to come to the Redskins thing because
The front office.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
know
Now,
why.
I guarantee you, if some way, somehow, we didn't have Bruce Allen or Dan Snyder, and it was somebody else with Doug Williams,
Yeah.
they would come just because of Doug Williams.
But guess what? I think people are going to start coming here now because of Doug Williams, despite Bruce Allen and Dan Snyder. I think they'll
Because at the
come
end of
in
the
spite
day,
of that.
who makes the decisions on the personnel? Doug Williams.
He's the vice president,
No, senior.
Senior vice
So
president.
basically, that shit runs through him.
Right.
pretty much.
He runs
Him
all
and
the way.
Jay connect with that.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, you want to come to the Redskins? Talk to Doug.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So,
Doug like,
you need to come here and play.
And then so for the Wizards, as you all said, Doug failed.
Yeah, Dunfeld is an idiot.
Now this is how you know it's goo. Because at the end of the day, everybody knows who the president is. Everybody knows who's the owner.
Right.
Ted Leonsis is the owner.
Right.
Yeah. Who is not doing a good job of running the Wizards. But
Right.
anyways, I digress.
Well, you know, because Abe Poland basically died. You know how that goes.
Right.
Now, but at the end of the day, Ted Leonsis is like, hell with that. Ernie, everything's going to be on you.
Oh, guess what?
I'm dead serious.
Seriously,
That's how it is.
That's how it is.
I know.
Because Ted Leonsis is like, I'll sign the checks, but
Yeah.
all the decisions are on you.
Right, and then on top of that, like, he kept cleaning up his own mess.
Yeah.
Every time he fucked up, he cleaned up his own mess. And the owner let him, he just enabled him to do that. So it's getting to the point where, like,
We're getting
the
tired.
players are getting tired of it, especially John Wall. That's why he's being cautious into signing
that's
that
why he ain't
Supermax.
signing it, because
He's like,
you're
you know
not
what?
bringing no type of talent here.
Yeah.
It's like, we want to bring talent here. Didn't you take in your draft picks, like I said earlier? Did you take in your draft picks and you trading them off to get unknown people who you...
Because he doesn't know how to draft. That's why.
Dude, you know,
that's why he gets
you know
rid of
what you could
draft
have picked
picks.
up with that 52nd pick?
Yeah.
You know who's out there?
And then you send
We
your-
could have picked up, we could have got Melo Trimble. We could have got somebody to bring...
Or if you was gonna do that, trade up, not trade away.
This makes me want to cry right now. I'm holding my head right now. I just want to cry.
So we'll say this topic for week number 4 topic that we have for tonight. How come nobody wants to play for the Wizards? We'll say that and we'll post that to our page. And
we want your comments and concerns about it.
Yes,
We
please.
want to hear from you.
If you are a diehard like Wizards Bullets fan like I am, please let us know why. Let us know why, okay? And start hashtagging Fire Dunfeld, please.
Hashtag Fire Dunfeld is in effect.
Yes.
So which leads us on
Hashtag stupidness.
Hashtag you stupid. You stupid.
Hashtag you just dumb.
Yeah.
You just dumb. Dumb.
Hashtag ugh.
Hashtag bruh.
Why are you so stupid? You know what I mean?
Oh man.
So which brings us into our last topic of the day. And I know I've been on my soapbox for a while. Jay-Z's 444 album, which just hit today. I mean, last night.
iTunes.
Okay, it came on iTunes last night.
It came on. No, it didn't come out midnight.
It came out today.
No, it didn't come out today. It came out
Last
yesterday.
Last night.
No, it didn't come out last night. It came out earlier than that day because I was on iTunes and it was out earlier around 4 or 5 o'clock.
Okay, either way, it came out. Okay,
It is
and I'm pretty
fire.
sure everybody.
It is lit.
Yo, that album is album of the summer.
It was last week.
Okay, we know that it was for
It still was lit.
It was, and it went platinum in 5 days.
It did.
Yeah.
I have never seen an album go platinum in 5 days.
That is
just
crazy.
5 days.
But real quick, favorite songs on the album.
Hey, I like all of them. That is wrong.
Yeah, I like all of them. But if you had to pick like 3, like
all of them.
All of them. I
can't. You can't just
Kill Jay-Z is the jump.
Yeah.
I
the 444 John is.
Yeah, I like 444.
Legacy is the
I like
shit.
Story of OJ.
There's Story of OJ.
I like Bam. I like the Bam joint he did with Damian Marley.
I like Legacy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I like all of them.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, I mean,
all the songs are 2 minutes apiece. This man doesn't write anything down.
No,
he doesn't write none of
the dome.
He just goes in the booth and just spit an album.
Yeah.
Who does that?
I don't know how you explain your life within.
I'm gonna tell you like this. There's only 2 rappers I know that go in there and actually do that.
Wayne,
Jay-Z, and Wayne.
Yeah,
only 2.
Yeah,
and Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem. Well, Eminem writes.
Eminem
for
but
the
he
most
still
part,
can spit.
Yeah, he
off
still
top
can spit.
dome.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. But
half his songs wasn't even written.
I think you were a little hard on the Beaver.
But if y'all had to rank, like, you know, this Jay-Z album as far as like his other albums, where would you put it?
Number 2.
Like right behind which one?
The Black Album.
Ooh.
No.
So I take it as the Black Album's your favorite album.
The Black Album was the shit. That was his retirement album, supposedly. Nothing could beat the Black Album.
Are you crazy?
I mean,
what are you talking about?
Black Album was good. All his albums were good.
What?
I
The
mean-
Black Album was the best album besides the Blueprint 4, though.
I mean-
but I'm just saying, though.
I'm not gonna lie.
3 was the shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, the
I'm
Blueprint 3,
gonna
I'm
put
sorry, yeah.
444 right behind the Blueprint 2, because for me it's Reasonable Doubt, and then I gotta put Blueprint 1, Blueprint 2, then I'm gonna put 444, and then
Blueprint 3.
and then I got thrown in American Gangster. Yo, that album.
The American Gangster, I watched it. What?
The
I didn't follow
American,
them.
I know, Joe. The
And
American Gangster.
And it's successful, Joe?
Yeah, and what's it called? And the song American Gangster. I mean, come on, man.
Come on, no,
You can't go
but
wrong with
honestly though, I would have to say this: the Black album, it went when it dropped, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
When that album dropped, especially Threat and 99 Problems, and then plus Change Clothes, you can't tell me that wasn't the best album that he came.
Because every song was a hit.
It was.
Every song became a hit.
The whole album was just hot.
Good, yeah,
you could play the whole album and not skip a song.
And that's how I feel about the new album too.
Exactly. You cannot skip a song on this album, on the Black album, nor this new album. That's why I said it's number 2. But if I had to pick a number 3, the Blueprint 3.
Okay, so what would be the number 1 album then?
The Black album.
For you.
That was supposed to
That's
be.
for you.
Yeah, for me, I would have to say the Black album because of the fact of the matter is that was supposed to be Jay-Z's retirement album. He said he was retiring Jay-Z and bringing out Sean Carter.
Yep.
He was bringing out Sean Carter because he was like, in the beginning of the song, his mother came on the track and was like, Sean Carter was born on this such and such date at such and such time.
Yeah,
that was the only child that ain't give her no problems. He came out smooth.
That's true. That was the intro right there.
Yeah. So if I had to say something, this ain't Jay-Z we talking about here. We talking about Sean Carter. That's who we picturing right now. That's who's putting out music. When you say Jay-Z, Jay-Z's best album was the Black album. Sean Carter's best album, I would have to say, is 444.
But actually, it wasn't Sean Carter that did 444. That was Jay-Z.
No, that was Sean.
If you hear how he rhymes in every one of them songs, that's Jay-Z. That ain't Sean Carter. That's Jay-Z.
Well, Sean Carter is the
businessman. Is the businessman.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you the perfect song that's Sean Carter.
Ooh,
what's that joke for real? That Excuse Me.
Oh yeah, Excuse Me.
That's Sean Carter.
Yeah, Excuse Me.
Well,
Jay-Z is the hood nigga.
Yeah,
but Sean Carter is the...
Well, so you said Jay-Z came out of retirement on 444?
Yeah. But I'll say this about 444 too, man. And I love the fact that a lot of the songs, even though they were like very metaphorical, but it also had a message, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every song had a message, especially the story
So I'm
of
gonna put it to you this way.
Yeah.
He was basically Jekyll and Hyde. It was going between both.
Right.
Okay.
The message part would be Sean Carter. The other
the
hood,
yeah,
that's Jay-Z.
Right. Okay. So when he went on Kanye West, that was Jay-Z, not Sean Carter.
That was Jay-Z.
That's
Jay-Z. And Jay-Z flamed them, by the way.
He basically did a T.I. versus T.I.P. joke, just Jay-Z versus Sean Carter.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
So do you think that's going to be one of his albums that come out?
No, I don't think he'll do an album like that. I don't see it happening.
No.
Because if he did, he would have been did it.
I don't know. Jay-Z been putting together a lot of crazy shit.
Jay-Z just put this... Jay-Z just basically just put this album together and like...
Yeah,
in a matter of like 2 days.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Beyonce put out an album.
And the shit went platinum in like 5 days.
It did.
It's just like, that shows you like, basically Jay-Z is still basically rated on top. Like,
he's the hottest rapper out there.
It's like he's rated on top.
The only person that shut down Jay-Z, that put Jay-Z on his ass, was Nas.
But then again, Jay-Z ultimately won the battle because he signed Nas to his record label.
Wait a minute, hold up. They came to a reasonable conclusion. Fuck that. They came to a conclusion to that beef.
No,
they signed.
No. Jay-Z owned it. He literally said, dude.
That's like...
But there's nothing better than Ether.
What? Takeover.
No.
What?
What's not better than Ether?
Takeover.
No.
Takeover.
No.
Just listen to
Jay-Z,
Takeover.
hold on. Jay-Z made a whole album about Nas. Nas came back with one song, Ether, and killed him.
Oh my! I mean,
that's just my opinion. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. Both songs were good, but I felt Takeover was.
Never liked Nas.
That was like the beginning of like him shutting Nas down.
I'm gonna say this. I never liked Nas at first because I was always a Jay-Z fan. Hold on now. I'm gonna say it like this.
Viewers out there, you decide which was better, Jay-Z's Takeover or Nas' Ether.
Yeah.
No, it's the Jay-Z. No, it's
I'm
sorry.
Hold on. You call yourself.
He just said it.
Hold on. Wait, no. Nas's one song killed Jay-Z's career, almost killed Jay-Z's career. Ether was the shit. If
No,
you had to put
so that's basically like you saying. Basically, that's like Cannabis beating LL Cool J.
Cricket.
That's basically what you're saying.
LL Cool J is
Dude, LL Cool J had a battle with Cannabis.
exactly.
Cannabis.
Oh my god!
That Cannabis almost beat him. Look, Cannabis
that's what I'm saying.
flamed him.
Look, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But then-
That
then
was
it's
the-
like LL
that was
Cool
the
J's
perfect.
fan base.
That was the perfect comparison to
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Right.
So okay, so if you had to, that's like saying Tupac versus Biggie.
No, there's nothing compared to that shit.
No, but I'm just saying it's almost up there because you're looking at the two hottest rappers that was in their prime. That are in their prime. If Nas were to drop an album today, no one would go platinum in 5 days. No one
Because nobody would have known that, oh, Nas came out with an album, which, by the way, he is coming out with a new album soon.
What the fuck, man?
You know what I mean? So I just did a cheap plug.
I'm just saying Nas is not really hyped anymore because of this fake.
But I feel like
music that's
Nas
going on.
now is like, he's trying to be more like lyrically, you know.
He's a storyteller.
Yeah, he's a storyteller. And he's trying to, you know, stay relevant with having like artists like fucking, I don't know.
But no,
And
Nas
then
is
he got his
like the
video on
ratchet
the
rappers and shit.
Nas
you
has
know?
always been a storytelling rapper.
Yeah.
He's always told stories. His music has always been motivational.
But Jay-Z is a storyteller too.
Yeah, he
He
is.
is.
He told his own story in his whole life in the Black Album.
So I'm like,
He told you Sean Carter was coming about.
Dude, in the song 444, he told you that he admitted to cheating on Beyonce.
I mean, that was Sean Carter.
Yeah.
Sean Carter told you that.
That's Sean Carter right there. You know what I mean? So
That wasn't Jay. That was Sean Carter.
yeah, I know. That's why I said, and that album is like Jack and
there,
Hyde.
yeah,
He was
there
like a
was some
fool.
Jay-Z and then there was some, you know.
There was some Sean
Right.
Carter involved. And I think Sean Carter came out in Kingdom Come. I think that was all Sean Carter.
I think so too. That was like, I'm not gonna lie, that was his worst album.
What?
In my opinion.
What?
In my opinion, that was his worst
That
album.
was okay. That was a good album. I
To
bought
me,
the album.
it's one of those albums where I bought it too. I'm dealing with it.
Exactly.
But I'm a Jay-Z fan, so I'm
I
like,
am
whatever.
too.
But the thing is, like, I felt like that album was just,
But as far as like now, rapping back then compared to now, it ain't the same.
No,
No, it's not.
It would never be the same.
At the end of the day, none of these new rappers that are now will ever get to the status of Jay-Z.
Because they're all one hit
There's only
wonders.
one person that I can see making it there. He already know who he is.
Who?
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only rapper
Kendrick Lamar,
now
nice.
that will actually get up there. Big Sean will never be up there. Big Sean is good.
Yeah.
But he can't. I don't see him reaching the level
Big
of
Sean,
Jay-Z.
Big Sean only has hits, man. That's what.
But
he
at the
has.
end of the day, Kendrick Lamar is the only rapper in this era right now that will actually be
So
up there.
is the Jay-Z album better than Kendrick Lamar's Damn?
Of course.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah,
I would say
of
by far
course.
and away.
Damn is good.
Yeah,
but
Damn
If
was
that's
they
why
good.
they
did go
platinum.
platinum
That joint
in
go
5
platinum.
days, what does that say?
And
Jay-Z
no,
was
actually-
signing money or...
Well, technically, Kendrick Lamar's Damn album went platinum like in a week because the NBA playoffs kept playing that shit. Yeah, ESPN kept playing. No, ESPN played the whole damn album.
Thank you.
Yeah,
But
right.
Jay-Z
But that
didn't-
was, but that was LeBron's request, by the way.
But hold up,
Yeah,
but
he
hold
requested it.
up. Let me tell you like this though. Jay-Z's album didn't even come out. It came out on one thing and one thing only.
Yeah, it came out on Tidal.
But Tidal
It was
was the
free.
only exactly.
But then did you hear about that RIAA? Like, they're this record company, whatever they're called. It's an association. So basically, what they did was they bought like a shit ton of Jay-Z like albums, right?
Uh-huh.
They bought a shit ton of the 444 copies, and what they did was they just started like distributing it via streaming
Yeah.
or Tidal.
But
You know,
his
Sprint
album
and all
never,
that, and then that's how it went platinum.
But his album
Yeah, it
was
went
never
platinum before it got to the damn Apple.
Yeah,
music.
it's
exactly.
Exactly.
It never was released on album before it went platinum.
But you gotta
Right,
think
but he
about
did it
that.
on purpose
But you gotta
because he
think about
wanted
it,
to do
though.
that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But
You
gotta
had
think
to
about
have a Sprint phone to get.
But look though, at the end of the day, Apple was running the company. Everybody in the world has Apple more than anything else.
I have to say that's
No,
true.
he's smart. He's
But
smart
he
for
was smart,
releasing
but he
it
was
on all
smart when it-
platforms.
when it
Yeah,
hit.
right.
Yeah.
Now, when they hit Apple,
Now it's
I guarantee you, everybody that owns an Apple phone in this world,
Yeah,
got
everybody
Jay-Z,
downloaded
got the
that.
full
I
album.
downloaded that.
I got the album on my phone.
Yeah, because remember,
I'm
I was
about to
serious.
get the album on my phone.
Yeah,
I
I was
already heard it.
Nigga, I'm trying to throw this Magic Mark at you. You should have been had it on there.
Well, I didn't have
I downloaded this.
Dude, I streamed it all last week.
I downloaded
I
it
know.
last
Yeah.
night and I was bumping that joint in the headphones.
Yeah, I'm still bumping onto the album too, man.
I'm just saying though, the album
But
was.
nah, let's wrap this up, fellas. Let's wrap this up.
So as far as that being concerned, ladies and gentlemen, For once, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to say this for the last time before we close out the show. Fantasy Football League has opened up. You have till August 21st.
I'm taking the crown.
8:30 p.m.
I'm putting it out there. I'm taking the crown this year.
You're not taking the crown. Is you have the chance to join the Fantasy Football League for the Realest Sports Show. Send us your email address and sign up for it today. You have till 21st to sign up for it. The shirts. You have a shirt. If you win this competition, you get a free shirt from the Realest Sports Show with your, I guess, whatever your name on the back of it. And the shirt.
It's going to say #1 fan on the back if you win.
There you go. #1 fan. Thank you all for the Realest Sports Show tonight. We have had a 2-hour show. I've been on my show box for about an hour and a half. I want to thank my co-host here, Dr. Sports, and the all-around sports guy for showing their asses up here tonight, because the fans have missed you all. They have missed you all.
Yeah. Thank you guys, man.
I gotta go to work.
We couldn't have done this without y'all, so I'm grateful.
So we're gonna close out the show as we always do. Thank you. And this has been another edition of the Realest Sports Show. This is gonna take as long as hell to download. Can we finally close out this live video?
That bitch gonna take like an hour to download.
Yeah.